Hey, so I'm making this video about the future of my little channel since I have perhaps amassed enough subscribers to warrant an explanation for my general lack of activity. So I've been going through quite a bit of different sort of arcs lately in terms of dealing with difficult things and becoming disillusioned with other things, having fallouts with other people, and I'm sort of reassessing this channel and what I'm going to use it for. I don't think there'll be a super major shift in terms of I'll still be making media analysis type content. I'll be making some progressive lefty type content. But I'm going to change the presentation up a little bit maybe in terms of I kind of thought about this near the start, but using some kind of virtual avatar just to spice things up a little bit. Because I'm a little too shy to appear on camera more often than I had. I don't really have a great camera setup, and I'm not interested enough in showing myself right now, outside of the usual sort of little skits and things I sometimes do at the start of videos, to warrant spending money on a green screen and that, when I would rather just play around in some 3D modeling software and download some little presets or whatever. And there's a few ways I'm looking at throwing things together. So because of that, I might also get into streaming at some point. But yeah, I'm still possibly going to make some of the videos that I listed in the preview from a few months back. I still have footage that I want to use for videos as well. Like for the turf video, I took some footage for that for a skit. So that's something I want to do as well. But I am going to move away from maybe trying to be very explicitly a BreadTube channel, but I'll still be covering those sort of topics. But I'm also I'm very much going to be a mixed channel. So if you do like that sort of content, I'm still going to be making it. But if you do notice, a lot of my stuff is not as explicitly political, and I was going to change that as I went along. So I guess I'm sort of saying that I'm keeping things more the same, but it is changing my plan for the channel. And yeah, and I'm still weighing up what to do with it. I've had just really low confidence lately, and especially in terms of how I ended up getting treated by some other streamers that I thought I could trust. And yeah, I still think that it's an overall good that we are seeing an increase in a lot of these breadtubers, streamer, whatevers, but also I'm seeing a lot of the problems with how smaller creators can end up being kind of really spent on. A lot of us end up helping out with other things, and it's very hard to get noticed and it's very hard to grow, and it does kind of make me just want to do whatever I feel like doing rather than trying to trying to ride up other people's coattails or whatever. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do going forward, but I am intending to come back to things. And this idea of having some kind of virtual avatar, which is basically a more complicated version of this static image that I've been showing through most of my videos. And I think that's going to make things a little bit easier, because a lot of my videos I'm constantly looking for relevant images and things like that and putting them. And sometimes, even though that doesn't look like any work, it can often be like really tiring doing it over and over and things like that. And I think it would be more fun to do something. I play around with a virtual avatar and have that react to video clips and things like that. I'm still thinking about what to do, and for anyone that still bothers to follow this channel, if you have any suggestions for what I should do going forward, what you'd like to see, that'd be really cool. A couple of the videos that I did have kind of planned in the works. I had one that I was going to focus on female fandoms and things like that, like covering the whole Super Hulock thing and things like that, like a retrospective on it. That was one thing. So that was going to be sort of a media thing, but also with a social slant or whatever. I'd like to do some more stuff on like ARGs, mystery stuff. I already did a Christor video. I want to do a Daisy Brown video and a Dad video. But those are more, they're unfiction or just general weird web series than ARGs, but you know what I mean, adjacent stuff. So I've gotten pretty into that side of things the last few months. Well, since mid last year almost, really, which is about when I started this channel. So I'm playing around with ideas, and hopefully I'll have something in the coming weeks that will be worth actually watching, and maybe I'll get to actually trickle more of my personality into my channel instead of solely doing these sort of little video essay type things and the occasional little funny weird video. So yeah, I'm trying to grab a hold of some little bit of hope amidst all this. It is pretty, things are a little bit bleak. There's little smiggins, which is a word I think I just came up with, which is very Irish sounding, of hope kind of coming from here and there, I guess. But it is pretty hard to keep positive, and especially when I've such a history of being treated badly by people and finding it hard to fit in. It's really hard for me to sort of play the social networking game and to promote my channel as well. And so yeah, I'm kind of struggling with that. I would like to like reach at least 1,000 subscribers. I feel like that would be like having a little following that actually gives a shit about. Like I have a meme page with over 6,000 viewers, likes, whatever. So it'd be nice to get that for my YouTube channel, but it is really hard to grow. But a few hundred people, there's people tuning in now and again, so that's nice. And I'd like to do something for those people if any of you are still bothering with this channel. So sorry for the rambling here. I'm just letting you know that I am still alive and I'm going to do things other than weird dunking on COVID people. Although I would like to do more of that content too. So yeah, so I might do more like slightly chaotic weird stuff, but I don't want to feel too pressured to like the success of that Caleb Maupin video really pushed me to try and think of other things I could do like that, and that caused immense burnout and trying to keep up the relationships I had with the people that I sort of met around that time as well, or after it. That was really difficult, and especially there's a lot of problems with the streamer and breadtuber communities and how just the structures they had there, and how it's really hard to criticize some people, even like some mid-sized creators can really get ahead of themselves. And yeah, it's hard out there for a little witch, or large witch. I'm like nearly 6 foot. So I'm trying. I want to do some cool stuff. I might do more videos and things like Islam and things like that as well if people are interested, because that is one thing I've really encountered a lot in terms of leftist Twitch and YouTube, is that people are pretty bad with that. Pretty bad with ableism. So in terms of my more social content, I might try and focus on those two things a little bit. And yeah, I'm planning to do a couple more Irish specific videos. Maybe I'll do some research into some lefty Irish figures like Bernard Devlin and things like that. But yeah, a lot of my content going forward, I am going to do some more fun city stuff, reacting to videos, and I do want to try and build some kind of more advanced virtual avatar than this weird floating hijabi head. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but I'm trying to give you an idea. So sorry for the rambling. Sorry, this is kind of a useless video, but if you're one of the 12 people that actively cares about what's happening, here you go. I'm still here. I'm thinking about what to do, and I am actively working on what to do, more importantly, which is a change from the last few weeks. So, salam alaikum, have a good day, mihawa, and hopefully I'll see you soon in a new form. That will not be even my final one, because I'll be constantly refining it. Well, I say constantly, like every few months I might redesign the outfit or whatever when I learn new things. Anyway, if anyone has any recommendations for that too, in terms of designing VTuber type avatars, that'd be really cool. Anyway, I'm off, so love you all. Mwah! And thanks to my patrons, Spencer McCall and Maximum, for supporting me. Even though I haven't been doing an awful lot, but that will change pretty soon. Thank you.